Good morning, my friends. Well, today, another bushy tailed eye day where our children need to consider the possibility of losing their lives because Netanyahu and Trump decided that, yeah, let's go to war with Iran for the one particular purpose, not to make America first, but because they want to gain control of the whole world. They are going full dictator. Now, eventually, these two are going to go like Mussolini and Hitler did. Okay? Uh, but having said that, I kind of already knew that because, or believed that, because Trump, he spoke too much about peace and how others are going to try to make war. I'm going to be making peace. When you hear somebody come in and say, oh no, I'm the most organized person in the world, in my 67 years of experience, I have seen it that when somebody comes into your office or presents themselves as being the best at something, usually they're not. They're just advertising, marketing, trying to cover their lowest skill. So if peacefulness was his marketing, then that's the one thing he doesn't know how to do. Negotiating, I'm the best negotiating. That's the one thing he can't do. And when you can't negotiate, what do? You go bully. And that's kind of what I expected. That's what he's done all throughout his presidency. It's not about America first, it's about Trump first. That's the bottom line. Now let's see what happened in this Iran conflict and why we are in it. Okay? Let's look at this clip that I got from Midas Touch, who are usually very objective, and they bring the facts to the table about what they present.
Listen to what he says here. Play this clip.
They are producing, by some estimates, over 100 of these missiles a month. Compare that to the 6 or 7 interceptors that can be built a month. They can build 100 of these a month, not to mention the thousands of one-way attack drones that they also have.
And then of course, listen to what Rubio said for yourself. Play this clip.
There absolutely was an imminent threat, and the imminent threat was that we knew that if Iran was attacked, and we believed they would be attacked, that they would immediately come after us. And we were not going to sit there and absorb a blow before we responded, because the Department of War assessed that if we did that, if we waited for them to hit us first after they were attacked, and by someone else, Israel attacked them, they hit us first, and we waited for them to hit us, we would suffer more casualties and more deaths. We went proactively in a defensive way to prevent them from inflicting higher damage. Had we not done so, there would have been hearings on Capitol Hill about how we knew that this was going to happen and we didn't act preemptively to prevent more casualties and more loss of life.
Now let's be real. The whole MAGA echo chamber is going to repeat this. They're going to say, yeah, this is what's happening, and everything's happening as the president says. Now, I have a very, imaginative mind. And I suspect, because see, Marco Rubio said the quiet part out loud. Said, hey, if Iran was attacked, which they were going to be, then they would have come after us. Which is a very illogical reason, because if Israel had attacked Iran and the United States had backed off, then Iran would have no reason to attack the United States. The thing is, I am sure, and I'm going to put a little bet of my life against the dollar, that this is how the conversation went. Netanyahu probably told Trump, hey, I'm going to attack Iran, and I'm going to need your help. And I want to just get rid of these guys and take control of this whole region. And I know I can do it. Now, you can either help me or be the guy in the back that was just looking. And of course, Trump, being the fool that he is, no, I want to be first in line. I want to be there with you. We will go and attack him together, because he thinks, or he thought, that yeah, you can get rid of Iran just with our military might. He doesn't understand terrain. He doesn't understand allies. He doesn't understand a lot of things because his brain is actually very limited. Netanyahu not so. Netanyahu knows that his political situation is in danger. And he knows that if he creates war, there is less of a chance of him losing what little political capital power he has. So United States comes in, asserts the attacks from Israel. Now we're in it. And every one of our children who happen to be in that area, now their lives are actually in danger. When they were not, they didn't need to be, except for Israel's Netanyahu, because I'm not going to say all the Israeli people, but there are some, there's a lot, but Netanyahu wants to be a big figure in that area. He wants to be the Lord over all, just like Trump wants to be the Lord over all over here in America. He wants to take Canada, he wants to take Greenland, he wants to take Mexico, he wants to take Cuba. Why? Because that mentality is one that just doesn't have a feel. It's not that they security. No, it's not for our security. It's because they want more. They just want more and more and more. They're never satisfied. And between these two, I don't know what to call them, because really every insult that I can think of falls short of what their mentality is. But the only objective that they have in mind is to gain control. And it seems now they really want to go after the world, because there is, I mean, if you see, you don't have to hear people tell you something. When you see that they're trying to go here, he's trying to go there, he's trying to go over here. And it's like, well, what is your actual mission apart from being demented? What do you want? He wants it all. They both want it all. Or maybe it's just Trump that wants it all, and Netanyahu, knowing how he is, just spokes so he can get some of his objectives moved along or upgraded, but let's make no mistake, this war is for Israel. It's not for the United States. We didn't need to be in it. Iran does not have nuclear weapons, nor do they want nuclear weapons. They were at the negotiating table when Israel and United States attacked them. The chances of them coming back to the negotiating table are minimized by that action alone, let alone that some of the bombers or some of the bombs went into an elementary girls' school. We can categorize that as a war crime. And even though China is trying to get Iran to the negotiating table, I don't think they're going to do it. And Russia already said, hey, this unbinds our hands morally from anything the United States has to say about what we do. So we are in a triple threat kind of thing, and all we have to do is thank Trump for putting all of our children in that situation. On the next video, I'm going to talk about how much money this is going to cost us.